Hey guys, it's Taylor here with another video. Now 4K TVs are great in that they offer 4 times the resolution of a standard 1080p HD TV. This means that you'll be able to see more detail and the picture will be much sharper so you can enjoy your favorite shows, movies, and games in a whole new way. With that said, 4K TVs do have the challenge of providing a consistent picture quality across different types of content. This means that you'll want to make sure you pick the right 4K TV for your needs so you can get the most out of it. Some 4K TVs struggle with brightness and contrast, while others have trouble with upscaling lower resolution content. And of course, there are concerns about performance like input lag and screen tearing. And so with that in mind, I put together a list of the 3 best 4K TVs that not only address these factors, but also provide great value for your money. And then depending on your particular situation, you can see which one might be the best option for you. And as always, you can check pricing for any of these products in the description below, and if I'm able to get any discounts or coupon codes, I'll include those for you as well. So first up is our pick for the best overall 4K TV, and that's going to be the LG OLED C1. Now the reason why it's our top pick is quite simply because it's the best performing 4K TV that we've tested so far. It has perfect black levels, outstanding contrast, and excellent color gamut. And on top of that, it upscales lower resolution content really well so you can enjoy your favorite movies and shows in 4K, even if they're not originally filmed in that resolution. So like all of LG's high-end TVs, this one runs on their WebOS platform, which is really easy to use and has a great selection of apps. It also has HDMI 2.1 ports, so you can take advantage of features like 4K 120Hz gaming or even 8K 60Hz input. As for input options, you get eARC and 2.1 HDMI ports that make it really easy to connect all of your favorite devices. There's also an included LAN port if you want to hardwire the TV to your router for a faster and more reliable connection. And in terms of performance, well, like we said earlier, this is the best performing 4K TV that we've tested so far. It has an excellent response time, which means that there's very little motion blur, and it also supports variable refresh rate, which reduces screen tearing for a smoother gaming experience. Now the picture quality is nothing short of excellent thanks to the self-emissive OLED panels. You get perfect black levels and an infinite contrast ratio, which means that you'll be able to see all the details in the darkest scenes. If we have to be picky, the only downside to this 4K TV is that it may not be bright enough to fight glare when used in a well-lit room. That said, the screen is coated with a filter which helps reduce the amount of reflections, so that's really not too much of an issue. Plus, you can always just close the blinds or reduce the ambient lighting in your room to get a better picture. So all in all, the LG OLED C1 is the best 4K TV that we can recommend to most people. If you want excellent picture quality, great performance, and a host of features that make it a great choice for any home theater setup, then this would be the one to get. And next up is our pick for the best mid-range 4K TV, and that's going to be the Hisense U8G. But before anything else, we'd like to clarify what we mean by a mid-range 4K TV. In this case, we're referring to 4K TVs that offer a step up in terms of features and performance, but without the premium price tag of something like the LG OLED C1. In short, for this category, we're looking for a 4K TV that offers the most excellent value in terms of features and performance relative to its price. And that's exactly what you get with the Hisense U8G. It has all the features that you'd want in a 4K TV, like HD support and Dolby Vision. Plus, it comes with Android TV built in, so you have access to all your favorite apps and channels. Now, in terms of picture quality, the Hisense U8G is pretty impressive for a mid-range 4K TV. It has great color reproduction and great black levels, and while it's no match for the blacks on the LG OLED C1, it's still pretty good with deep blacks, great local dimming features, and minimal blooming around brighter objects. As for input options, you get 4 HDMI ports, 2 USB ports, 1 Ethernet port, and 1 digital audio output. So you have plenty of options for connecting all of your devices, which is always a good thing. Of course, no 4K TV is perfect, and for this one, we found that the image quality degrades when viewed at certain angles. More specifically, the color starts to shift when viewed from the side. This can be an issue if you have a wide seating area, or if you like to move around while you're watching TV. But other than that, there's not much else to complain about. So overall, the Hisense U8G is the best 4K TV that we can recommend to people looking for the best balance between price and performance. You get great picture quality, support for multiple HDR formats, and a wide selection of input options. If that's all you're looking for in a 4K TV, then you will find this one well worth the investment. And last but not least is our pick for the best budget 4K TV, and that's going to be the Hisense U6G. Now, not everyone can afford to spend over $1,000 on a 4K TV, and that's perfectly understandable. But just because you're on a budget, it doesn't mean that you can't enjoy all the great features and benefits of 4K technology. And this budget 4K TV from Hisense is proof of that. For less than $400, you're getting a 55-inch 4K TV that has HDR10+ support, Dolby Vision support, and even HLG support. So no matter what type of HDR content you're watching, this TV will be able to handle it. and the picture quality is also excellent thanks to the OLED technology that Hisense uses. This allows for great color reproduction, great contrast, and excellent detail. And while it's not the best in terms of picture quality, it's definitely better than the HD TVs being sold at the same price range, so there's that. We also love that despite the low price, this 4K TV still has Android TV built in and the same set of input and output ports found on the Hisense UHG. Of course, as a budget pick, you can expect some downsides to this 4K TV, which brings it a step down from its more expensive counterparts. For one thing, it has slower response time of only 8 milliseconds, which can lead to some ghosting and blurring when watching fast-paced content. But our biggest gripe of all is that there is ads on the smart interface, and while it's not that big of a deal, it can be quite annoying, especially if you're used to using a cleaner user interface. So basically, the Hisense U6G is the best 4K TV that we can recommend to people looking for a quality 4K TV on a budget. If you're looking for a great 4K TV but want to spend the least amount of money, then this would be the one to get, just as long as you're fine with the compromises that Hisense had to make to come up with such a low price point. So that wraps up our list of the best 4K TVs. I hope you found this video helpful, and if so, please leave a thumbs up as I always appreciate that. Also, please feel free to leave a comment, suggestions for future videos, or questions you have, as we love getting to respond to as many of those as we can. And if you subscribe to the channel, welcome to our Consumer Buddy family. We've got lots more videos coming your way. So until then, stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next video.